So we keep moving on the soup lesson with the Creme Dubarry. So to make the cauliflower soup, I will need 80 grams of leeks émincés, meaning finely sliced. I'm going to demo that. 40 grams of butter, 40 grams of flour, 1 liter of water, 1 head of cauliflower, 120 grams of heavy cream, what we call fleurette, I will talk about those in a moment, salt and pepper. Here I have my cauliflower. You just want to remove the leaves from the outside. It's okay to keep the stem from the inside. You can keep that. You're going just to break those cauliflower apart. Again, that piece here can be used, no problem. The center, you keep it. You cut that up. Just like that. This is fine for the soup. Now on the bowl, you see it called for some fleurettes. What are fleurettes? A tiny little piece of cauliflower. And to make a fleurette, for example, I will cut it here, remove that piece, and here I made a tiny little fleurette. We use those for garnish on our soup when it's ready to be served. So you can cut the stem here, and usually they break down in little pieces like that. Those will be your fleurette. So now we're going to émincer our leek. We take the leek here. I washed it, of course. Make sure you wash it well. You don't want any dirt into those leeks because that will ruin your soup. You're going to émincer it, thin slice like that. So now I have all my ingredients cut. I'm ready to make the soup. I'm going to put my butter into my pot here. Let it melt. I will then add my leeks to it. Again, this is one of those soup where we want a nice white color on it at the end. So we do not want to develop any color in any of those vegetables that we'll be sweating. Okay, so the butter is almost melted. I'm going to add the leeks and I'm going to sweat them again. When I said again, I presume that you watched my other video before. On soups, of course. And the other one, what do I say on soup only? For my new students here, the one who do not know me, just know that I have a great YouTube channel with almost 300 videos on it. And if you want to learn how to cook more, just check out my channel. Subscribe. Tiny salt. I wait till the vegetables soften up well, and then I will add my water and the cauliflower. The step of sweating vegetable is very, very, very important. As you sweat your vegetable, you release the moisture from them. As that moisture is released, it kind of concentrates on the bottom of the pan and stays there. But also what it did, it gives more flavor to the vegetable. And as we add our liquid to it, all those reduced vegetable water that I said that are well concentrated on the bottom of the pan will release into the soup and go with the other element that you have in that soup. So this is the reason it's very, very important to sweat it well and with no color, because when you add your liquid, if it's a little brown on the bottom of your pan, your whole soup will turn brown, even if you have a little brown dot only. This is very important, no color at all. We check on the leek. They soften up well. Add a 30 seconds and that'll be ready for my liquid. So when the leeks are well sweated, I'm going to add my flour to it. The flour is here. It's going to act as a binding agent and as a thickener. It's like we're making a roux now, a roux. I'm going to cook that together. Because I'm saying a roux because first, we started with the butter, then we sweated the leeks, and then we had our flour. But if you had skipped the leek in between, that was just a roux. You want to make sure after you add the flour that you cook it for a good 2 to 3 minutes on a low heat to remove the rawness of the flour, because if not, it's going to give an unpleasant texture to your soup and flavor too. You will have that flour that won't be cooked well, and you'll feel it on your palate, not too good. And to prevent that, you want to make sure that you cook it well. So after you cook your flour, you will add your water to it. Then your cauliflower. We are going to bring that to a simmer and let it cook gently. When it's cooked, and before I blend it, I will add to it my heavy cream. So on the side of that here, I'm going to cook those vegetables à l'anglaise. À l'anglaise means in a large amount of salted water. And then I will refresh them in an ice bath when they're done. And those, it's okay if I keep them a little crunchy. It's going to do the contrast of texture here in my soup. So the cauliflower soup is cooked. I'm going to add my heavy cream. How do I know it's cooked? Well, you check. If I take one of my cauliflower here, get into it, it's completely tender, and it tastes good. That's another sign. Okay, now I'm going to add the cream to that. Bring that to a boil, let it simmer a couple of minutes, and then I will blend it and season it. I'm going to start on a low speed. I thought it was low speed. We turn it up. We're going to test it and see what we have here. Oh, nice texture, nice and unctuous. A little bit more salt. Et voilà. This is ready to be served. I'm going to pour the soup into the bowl here. I'm going to garnish it now with those little florets. I'm going to put a little bit of it like that right on the top. It should float. Up. Garnish with a little bit of parsley around it. And that will be it. And voila. This is how you make your crème Dubarry cauliflower soup. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. See you next class. Bye bye.